Hello everyone and welcome back to Shattered Pixel Dungeon. Been a little bit, sorry, I've been A, busy, and B, I kept forgetting to, at times where I could record, to actually do that. So I'm gonna see if I can get a double special on today. Depends on how quickly I get through this prison. Holy... that was scary. Scrap fabric. Need some healing. I do realize that the this ring of sharpshooting shooter not gonna be very helpful for me right now. You. Hey, managed to defeat the skeleton without having to get up close and personal with it. Alright, let's use another scroll of upgrade on this one. We're at +7 now. If I can manage to survive the prison, we'll be fine, or I'll be fine, because I'll have 14 strength, and presumably I'll have more upgrade scrolls to be able to use. I do think very inaccurate weapons are good for surprise attacks. You know, doing this method that the game teaches you with the snakes. Never mind. Okay. You know what, let's do the duelist again. Again, I'm gonna be saving the warrior for last, when he's the last one down. Or when there's a new update I want to showcase, because again, warrior's been around the longest. So yeah, real sad that I couldn't get to use that incredible armor. Though to be fair, now thinking about it, having good armor earlier on is more helpful because of A, the skeletons, and B, quite literally everything else. Because I was using cloth armor in the prison, and cloth armor, it only blocks 2 damage at best. At worst, it only blocks none, but I'm pretty sure that's the case for like a lot of the game's different armors at baseline, and I'm not gonna waste upgrade scrolls on cloth armor. Though with this intuition, I might be able to figure out these armors much faster. Sure, weapons are the duelist's name of the game here, but if I do get a good weapon though, I might be able to see what it does and rat again. Let's equip this back. That's the rat again. I've gotten this rat in so many runs. Okay, do I want the mail armor? I'll take the armor. I think this will be our new main armor. Again, it's not as good as the one I could have had, but to be fair, I can actually use this one much earlier. And hey, secret potion room. Definitely a little earlier than... I do not know if the thing is here. I'm also gonna try to be louder in these videos, so you know, hear me talk more. You know, that's neither here nor there. I will also be checking back in with the audio. Transmute. What do I want to transmute? Somatic light. Oh, I got the rose. That's actually kind of useful. Alright, let's go here. It's just a basic sword, but now any equipment I get, I can just fletch it onto my new companion. Ow. Okay, run away, run away, run away. I can't run away. Okay. That one was my fault, honestly. You know, let's give her another shot. My dumbness kinda screwed her over. But yeah, I really am gonna be trying to keep up with the recording. It's just sometimes I'm going to forget. So I'm going to try to have a bit of a backlog. You know, in case of situations where I should probably upload. I mean, aside from Shattered, doing every other one of each of this other series every other day will help, because then I'll get to read your comments and see if there's anything you would suggest for any given strategy or something. Brutal. I got paralyzing gas while I was in the poison room. It's my bad for drinking a potion in that room specifically, but at least the death happened on the first floor, meaning I realistically didn't lose much progress. Hey, I got more food. So far, most, if not all of my deaths have been on the floors and not the bosses themselves. Which, you know, you think would probably be the hardest thing. The bosses I've memorized and gotten down to a science, so I know how they all work, so they're not really threats. Okay, that's all on this floor. Floor 1 usually isn't very interesting. It's just small in comparison to every other floor. Oh, Talisman of Foresight. Definitely an item I rarely use, but one I'm going to get a bit of use out of, because died again. That's my third death today, Jesus. This is definitely a skill issue on my part, like, really off. hopefully I won't continue to have a skill issue. Tomorrow's video will also be of Shattered again, because backlog. But as for afterwards, I have absolutely no idea. Also, I still have no idea what caused the audio glitching earlier because, well, the little thing on my old headphones is working fine now, so we'll see how this video does. If anyone comments on it, yeah, these old headphones aren't really good for recording, considering, well, it's kind of my only mic I have on hand right now. Let's grab this. Oh yeah, there is a sacrificial pit here, so this is the only time in the entire game where the game's like, oh yeah, this is a sacrificial pit. We should have enemies responding on floor 1, where this is the only floor where this doesn't regularly happen. Okay, got a good weapon, but it's cursed, so I'm not gonna equip it until I have at least 12 strength, maybe? Or if I'm desperate. Because cursed weapons you cannot unequip, and I did not do that onto the intuition, I did it on the freaking food. Kobold, that. I triggered that trap on purpose just to summon a monster to fight. Nameless Duelist. By the way, if any of you have names that I want to call each of the classes, feel free to let me know. I'll name them mostly anything. Alright, let's get this talent because... excuse me. Get that talent because intuition is one of, if not my favorite abilities, because knowing something right off of the bat really helps in decision making. Primarily, how strong is this item, and can I equip it with my current setup? Well, there's a key that needs to be used, so... oh, there's the other keyhole. Okay, I will come back to that healing fountain later when I'm starving and closer to death. Well, there's the starving part. Okay, we have the pit room, or chasm floor. There are a lot more chasms out here than normal. Okay, I'm below half. I believe that's a good time indicator to, excuse me, to use the healing fountain. But let's examine it. Alright. I probably should have equipped one of the cursed items just to see if it would cure the curse on me, but... a bit late for that now. Oh. Set this crab on fire. That kobold was on fire. Okay, there is a mimic. That is definitely a mimic. Well, that was easy. Very, very easy. Gold Mimic's items are never cursed, from what I can tell at least, so... That guy got burnt. And we burnt the snake. I'm getting used to using these traps to my advantage. Emphasis on the getting used to part. Alright. Alright, it's just a simple dirk. Really nothing to it. Hurt. Alright, let's see what we've got for artifacts. Vial of blood, 13-leaf clover, parchment scrap. You know what? I'll take it. I never really used it before, and to be fair, getting stuff on my armor and weapons is probably very useful. Gotta make sure I kill these flies over land so that they can potentially drop a healing potion. The Null Trickster, it's my least favorite one to have to come up against. It usually means I camp doors until it shows up. Now I can just lightning bolt it. That really wasn't that bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, leather armor of swiftness. It's just regular leather armor, but a ring, a wand. Just checking. I don't really need a wand right now, and a ring sounds way more useful right now. We're actually making a decent bit of progress. Not dying immediately. This run's going good so far. It's gotta be a lot more of enchanted stuff, which means stuff will either sell well or not. According to the parchment, curses are twice as common, but enchantments and glints are now 4 times as common. Meaning, expect enchantments and glyphs to appear way more often. Alongside the more dangers of curses. Cleanse an item, cleanse you. Need 14 strength to wield this, which means it's just a regular tier 2 weapon. Nothing really all too special about it. Oh hey! My armor does little glints. How have I not noticed that right now? Still have no idea what the ring does. Heal. Then eat the cooked meat dropped by the crab. Alright. I'll come back to that room when I'm certain I've got the potion I need. Okay, a ring of tenacity. 15% less damage, I will gladly take that. Go in here. Okay. This room. Okay, what's the Dirk's special ability? Location is occupied. Means this Dirk will let me get a bit of a getaway. Okay, that guy's dead. I'm getting double teamed by crabs. Teleportation scroll. Found another trap. It's good to know to avoid. Okay, that is just the staff. Shocking quarter staff. Nothing all too special, but it's a good defensive weapon at least. Okay, one of those potions was going to be the ice one. Didn't know which, so just took them at random until one of them actually gave me what I wanted. Okay. Okay, the Dirk's weapon. I was gonna say the Dirk's weapon ability was very useful, and then the crab killed me. I'm gonna make it out of the sewers here in this episode, I swear. I will cut out some failed attempts if need be. I really don't know if you guys like seeing me fail or seeing me succeed, but either way, I will still keep trying. I have played this game for a long time and I still am bad at it in some aspects. Hopefully I can get some better luck and Ruby Ring. Ring early on. God, I hope it's a good one. Well, depending on its effects, I may or may not notice it sooner. Oh no, I'm not dealing with that guy until I know for certain I at least have something that can deal with him. Okay, apparently Okay, one of you... Mind Vision, Healing Potion. Okay. Very good to know. I will come back to this floor when I have something to help take care of the... Statue Guardian. Because he's wearing leather armor, and thus that effectively means he's slightly harder to deal with. Statues always carry a weapon, but they sometimes wear armor. And I really do mean sometimes. So effectively, I'm scared to face that guy until I have something to help me not die. I think maybe one of these seeds might be able to help me. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got the best ring in the freaking game. You see randomly how there was a little shine and the rat dropped something? That, my friends, is a ring of fortune. Now I really need to do my best and not die. And spend as many upgrade scrolls as I can on this ring. Yeah, it's a ring of fortune. Quite literally the best ring in the game. What it does, it increases my luck, which can sometimes cause items to drop. Like, items you normally wouldn't expect enemies to drop. I'll leave this guy alone because okay, I'm actually looking pretty decent. I do have 11 strength, so I theoretically could just throw shurikens at him. Okay, I actually managed to kill that guy. Okay, it's a +1 whip. I can't use it right now, but that'll be useful that will come in handy later. Right now, though, I still need to do the mission of not dying. Which, as you guys have seen, is sometimes very hard for me. But this ring just makes this entire run all the more worth it. Because effectively, especially with fire, with a swarm of flies, you're effectively more likely to get drops. I'm gonna drink this healing potion out of necessity. I'm facing a crab. The last thing I need is to die at the very end. And I got an exotic potion. Ooh. Again, my luck, I think, is only really affected for enemy drops. I think. I could very well be wrong. I'm also gonna have to return to the upper floor to get a single solitary room that I forgot. If you can't tell, this ring is effectively my favorite ring in the entire game, purely because of its luck-based effects. Getting an increase to your luck does a lot. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Thank you. Okay, these sandals are cursed because they were dropped by a corpse that spawned a ghost. Okay, saving that healing fountain for later. There's a mimic. Yeah. My mirrored copies are doing a bit of exploring. I think they're dead now. Okay, there's a stairs further down, but... a scroll of identify, what? Okay, let's see what's up with this armor. Yep, it's cursed. Yeah, I definitely knew there was a room there. Okay, that bee was easy to deal with. Again, let me know if things are going weird and wonky. using my old setup. So yeah, this run is looking very good. Very good indeed. Let's see an alchemy room here. Maybe it's on the next floor? Actually, come to think of it. Got 3 violet potions. Some more food, I will gladly take that. Yeah, all my scrolls of upgrade are going towards this one item. I use the fountain now before I forget. But yeah, quite literally my first couple of fly kills dropped me healing potions. Oh hey, there's another one. There's kind of a limit on how many healing potions you can get from certain enemies. Because, you know, farming. But, you know, these gnolls have been dropping gold non-stop. Okay, there's a surprisingly much later alchemy station. Excuse me. Alright, let's just get the basic one. Shard of Oblivion. This level, the trinket will increase the rate that enemies drop by 20% for each piece of unidentified equipment you equipped or recently used, to a maximum of 1 item. Petrified Seed. Moss. Crack Spyglass. Let's use the Petrified Seed. An item I do not remember using very often. To be fair, paired up with my Ring of Fortune, it could very well be affected by that. Ooh, got a rare drop. An exotic potion. I have no idea what some of these potions do. Oh, Stone of Intuition. You know what, why not? Alright, there's only a couple. It's not a poison potion, so I don't have to worry about it being that. There's a chill potion. I have absolutely no idea what kind of potion that was. Was that a paralyzed potion? Paralyzed potions prevent you from moving, so... Tier 2 weapon. Some neat scroll of upgrade. We are upgrading that immediately. Increased luck, folks, is very, very useful. Allows you to get more items from enemies. I mean, I've already gotten a lot of healing potions from all the enemies I've been killing. I don't know if this affects ghosts. I would assume no, but Never know. Oh yeah, receiving any damage prevents sleep, which can sometimes be useful. There's our ghost friend. I'm gonna have to take this meat and cook it. Because cooked meat is very useful. Hello, giant crab. In order to beat the crab, you kind of have to do surprise attacks. Oh. That was a yellow. That means you dropped a ring. And it's a non-cursed ring, and I got more meat out of this, so I need armor, and I need it. So equip that. This is growing great. Alright. Start cooking this meat. Alright, let's get some energy out of the stone. I'm never gonna use it. See, 2 stewed meats. This should effectively give me a bit of a boost. But I have absolutely no idea what this arm... Oh, cleanse. Let's cleanse this armor. And we go back down. No. Okay, we are already at the boss. I think I'm gonna end the episode after the boss like I did last time. And I got affected by this and almost immediately. Patient Strike really does help me out. I think I may have gotten the Ring of Haste. Oh yeah, and the boss is also affected by this. Excuse me. The heck is this? Stable brew. This brew grows with shifting colors of the rainbow. When drank or thrown, it will trigger the effect of a random potion. The potion effect will always be beneficial if it's drank and will always be harmful if it is thrown. Well, that's good to know, at least. Like I've been able to do. Small room, so not too much gold, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Effectively, this is one of my favorite rings to use of all time. Sure does a guarantee a win? Great question. I don't know. I'm just gonna buy these. I'm gonna buy an extra healing potion just in case. Sell the... I'll hold on to it for now, but we can sell this. Keep the sandals. sell the rapier. And like I said, this is where I'm going to end it off. However, I'm going to have a backup episode of Shattered, so yeah, until next time, take care.